Good morning. This is the weather hazard briefing for Saturday, December 10th. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm meteorologist Andrew McCon. Taking a look at what's going on here. What's our key points? Heavy mountain snow is expected today. The Wood River Valley and the surrounding vicinity is expected to be ground zero. We do have winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories continuing for those areas. That snow will continue into Sunday for those areas, as well as spreading across the rest of eastern Idaho on Sunday into Monday. Some additional winter weather advisories will be possible across portions of the region. Drier conditions expected after Tuesday, but it will remain quite cold. Looking at the western United States satellite, you can see this large area of low pressure moving into the Pacific Northwest this morning, with cloud cover spreading across Oregon and into Idaho. And this feature will be the main weather feature that impacts our area over the next few days as this moves slowly into Oregon and then gradually into Nevada and Utah over the next couple of days. As far as our winter weather hazards are concerned, we do have those winter storm warnings in place across the Wood River Valley headed up in towards the Stanley Basin and across into the Lost River Range as well, with those winter weather advisories across the south of those areas, as well as just to the east of Stanley as well. As far as our weather risk outlook is concerned, not a high impact day across the southern and eastern portions of the area today. Do have some very slight chances for some light snow potential, but not expecting much impact in those areas. The main impact today will be focused across the Lost River Range and into the Wood River Valley, especially the Wood River Valley, where those snowfall totals will be quite impressive here over the next 36 to 48 hours. As I mentioned, that snow overspreads the rest of the region as we get into Sunday, with minor to moderate impacts expected across much of the region on Sunday. Those will linger into Monday morning, perhaps midday Monday as well, before things start to quiet down. And then beyond that, not much in the way of accumulating snowfall, probably just some nuisance snow showers remaining here Tuesday and into Wednesday. As far as our high temperatures are concerned today, you can see those forecast numbers climb into the mid to upper 30s across much of the Snake Plain today and areas along the Utah border, but remaining cold across the mountains today, as can be expected with all that snowfall that we are forecasting. And these are totals for Saturday. So you can see about 6 to 8 inches of snow expected today, with that basically starting to fall right about now in that area. And these numbers run through midnight tonight. So about 6 to 8 inches across Sun Valley, 4 to 6 inches down to Haley. You see 3 to 4 inches up in Stanley. But this is really the main area of focus today. With the snowfall. As we get into tomorrow, I mentioned that moisture will overspread across the rest of the region, and you can see with those warmer temperatures once again in the Snake Plain and in the Magic Valley, kind of puts a little complication into the forecast, if you will, as far as precip type. We are thinking that there will be some rain and snow mixing in those areas during the afternoon hours, but once we get into the evening, especially late evening, precipitation should transition to all snow, and that's probably when we'll see our greatest accumulation in these areas. Will be late Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening, but it will be all snow throughout the day up here. And as we get into those snowfall totals, you can see once again very impressive totals, 8 to 12 inches of additional snowfall expected tomorrow across much of the Sun Valley area as you head towards Craters of the Moon in Arco, and even as you head up along the divide towards Oneida Pass and over to the Island Park area, a good 6 to 12 inch swath of snowfall is expected. But we will see some higher totals starting to creep up into the forecast here across the South Hills as you head down towards the Utah border, and even in the Magic Valley and the Snake Plain as well. We'll start to see some snowfall accumulations. Just kind of go through these probabilities real quick, and you can see this is 1 inch of snow or more, and just about everybody's got at least a 60% chance. And these totals are from right now, Saturday morning, through early Monday morning, so a 48-hour probability of accumulation here. And as we climb up to 2 inches, still a pretty good probability just about everywhere. You can see these numbers are essentially 100% across much of the areas that have the winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories in place now. As we climb up to 6 inches, you can see things drop off dramatically across much of the area. Not expecting totals that high in the Snake Plain or Magic Valley. Some of these higher terrain areas south of Pocatello and American Falls could get some numbers approaching 6 inches. But again, the primary area focus remains across the Road River Valley and up along the divide. And even as we head up towards 12 inches, still looking at 80% probability across Ketchum, 70% Craters of the Moon of a foot of snow. And as we climb up to 1.5 feet, 18 inches, there you can still see we're looking at about 35 to maybe as much as 50% across some of these higher peaks. So definitely expecting some significant snowfall in this region over the next couple of days. Things start to quiet down a little bit on Monday. The upper level low at this point will be in northeastern Nevada and portions of northern Utah, so we're still going to have some lingering moisture in place across much of the area. Those temperatures right around freezing or below, so it should be all snow as far as precip type's concerned on Monday. But those totals are quite a bit less as you head up into the central mountains, generally just a dusting, maybe an inch or two at the most. Most of the moisture at this point will be lingering across the interstate corridor and across the eastern highlands. Totals are generally 1 to 3 inches or so on Monday, and then things really start to dry out after that with just some lingering snow in place for Tuesday morning. As far as our temperatures are concerned, remains, it's kind of been the trend here for the last few days, remains well below normal forecast in the 6 to 10 day outlook, generally 80 to 90% probability of being below normal during this time period. And as you can see, those colder temperatures extend to much of the United States during this time period. But things do look to be trending drier across our area after Tuesday, so precipitation forecast is now trending towards the below normal, but again, it will be quite cold during the extended period of the forecast. So again, expecting that heavy mountain snow to begin shortly and continue through the day today and for much of the day tomorrow as well, and that moisture will eventually overspread the rest of eastern Idaho during the day Sunday and into Monday, with some additional winter weather hazards possible here over the next couple of days. And after the system departs, things will start to dry out, but will remain quite cold. Thank you for joining us this morning, and have a great Saturday.